氷回りの一年貯蓄、高銀の割り香。お求めは日光証券で。
セブンイレブン四街道鳴門区店です。今年もよろしくお願いいたします。
テレビ東京第2スタジオから生放送でお届けしておりますセブンイレブンクイズのお時間でございます。さあ第5問の正解の発表ですよ。
第5問は初詣で手を合わせお願いすることの一番多いのは何でしょうかという問題でした。1番良縁祈願、2番合格祈願、3番家内安全。さあ1番2番3番のどれが正解でしょうか。
正解はこれです。
一番多かった願い事はなんとじゃんという通り、家内安全が10、20、30、43秒でトップでした。ほいじゃ
はい、3番の家内安全でございました。
調子いいですね。
いやいやまだスキーチームないんですよ。
だけどね、今の問題の中でですね、
はい、
良縁祈願が緑になっておりました。失礼いたしました。申し訳ございません。というわけで第5問の正解は3番でございました。テレビをご覧の皆さん、メモの方を忘れないように。はい、
セブンイレブンの年賀状、お返事はしっかり書きましょうね。
さあ第6問でございますよ。さあこれもですね、お正月にちなんだ問題になりますけれどもね、はい、こちら VTR をご覧いただきましょう。
からくれないに水くるとは、タコの裏に打ち入れてみれば白鯛の富士の高根に雪は降りす。いにしえの奈良の都。
しかしこれはもうコンマ何秒の世界。そうですね、100人一首でございますよね。
神業でございます。
2段をお持ちの長谷川恵美さんをお招きしました。どうもおめでとう。長谷川さん、この100人一首コツというのはやっぱりあるんでしょうけれども、頭脳の方ですか、それとも運動神経ですか。
両方だと思います。
お任せください。もう頭脳と運動神経、こちら高校1年生だそうですけど、私も負けなさい、38歳ですけどね。はい。で、まあ100人一首で負けちゃうんで、今日はですね、昔話ガルタで挑戦したい。まさかやろうってんじゃない。やる。そこで問題です。はい。私とこの長谷川さんが対決して、一体どっちが勝つか。1番長谷川さん、2番山本幸太郎、3番引き分け。さあ一体どれでしょう。ほとんどもう結論は出てるみたいです。さあ皆さん置いていただきましょうね。
テレビをご覧の皆さんは何番だとお思いでしょうか。次のセブンイレブンクイズの時に正解を発表いたします。
18時9分41秒に発表してまいります。どうぞお楽しみに。
横浜のゴムのガーテックスほかたくさんの素晴らしい商品が当たります。
クイズで新春セブンイレブンいい気分。
秋山翔太郎、日本の指揮を執る。
一年中咲いてるな。
氷回りの一年貯蓄、高銀の割り香。お求めは日光証券で。
見るものすべてが新鮮でした。いつまでもを大切にしたいのです。人の心を満たしたい。北斗建設。
心が優しく溶けていきます。住み替えてよかったね。小田急不動産。
空があるから、海があるから、人の暮らしは美しい。マルちゃんの東洋水産が
Well, it was just 5 guys on a night out. Oh, looks like they could box your lights out. Insatiable hunger, looking for the one that they could take home right now. They're all getting salty. Wanna be Sonic, but they're just not fast enough. Wanna be that Mac Daddy, but this Game of Thrones is just too tough. Can't be the king if you taste like shit. The other 4 guys don't mind a bit, and these Randy Bo dandies are so demanding. Knock the pat flat, but I'm still standing. Wendy's just another silly girl I knew, but the days are all long gone. If you were right the first time, then how could you be wrong? Well, you're 23 years old now. Stick with what you know. And the burger joint just down the road seems like the place to go. Oh, it's comfortable and inviting, and it won't tell you lies. I want that bacon cheeseburger with those damn good fries. Well, I was just feeling kinda greasy. Back streets feels kinda sleazy. Prices hiked as high as your tights, and I can't help but just feeling queasy. Thank God it's Friday, said nobody ever as we all flew out the door. Acting up like a Dairy Queen, and a size queen's always wanting more. KFC, more like JFC. I wanna try something new to me. In with excitement, out with scoff. This disappointment can fuddruck off. Annie might be fun, but I'll never shack if I die before then of a heart attack. If there's never a first time, then how can I come back? Well, you're 23 years old now. Stick with what you know. And the burger joint just down the road seems like the place to go. Well, it's comfortable and inviting, and it won't tell you lies. I want that bacon cheeseburger with those damn good fries. Have your burger however you like. No, I don't mind. No, I don't mind. I'm just looking for the right one for me. Don't care how long it takes to find. However you like. No, I don't mind. No, I don't mind. I know she's the right one for me. Takes the stress away from the daily grind. However you like. No, I don't mind. No, I don't mind. I'm just looking for the right one for me. Don't care how long it takes to find. However you like. No, I don't mind. No, I don't mind. I know she's the right one for me. Takes the stress away from the daily grind. However you like. No, I don't mind. No, I don't mind. I'm just looking for the right one for me. Don't care how long it takes to find. However you like. No, I don't mind. No, I don't mind. I know she's the right one for me. Takes the stress away from the daily grind. Like, no, I don't mind. No, I don't mind. I'm just looking for the right one for me. Don't care how long it takes to find. However you like. No, I don't mind. No, I don't mind. I know she's the right one for me. Takes the stress away from the daily grind. All right, now that we have thoroughly scared off any of the new viewers that might be coming from the armchair stream, welcome to this particular... Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. Hold on. How do I get this off the screen? I'll figure it out. This particular Let Him Cook stream. Yes, we are doing burgers. We're doing cheeseburgers. And I know what you're thinking, because I was thinking it too. I was thinking, burgers kind of plain for the type of stuff that I normally do, right? Do I really want to do a burg? And I decided, yes, I do want to do a burg. Just because the idea, bees sugar. So like it would be like a big chunk of cheese and then a thin slice of beef. That'd be interesting. Anyway, no. Like what kind of sent me down the road of wanting to do this. Oh shit, I forgot gloves. Oh no. Disregard my hand color if it was wrong to your liking. Anyway, was like thinking of like, okay, how could I make a burger that looks really photogenic, right? You know, like you look at like the menus for Burger King or Jack in the Box or whatever, and they look really good, right? And then you actually order it and you get it in the paper wrapper, and it's all like really thin and just kind of not what you had in mind, right? Oh, I need the sleeves too. Oh, good God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, we're off to a wonderful start. Okay, hold up. I have them over here. One sec. My excuse is that actually right before stream, I was calling my dad. I had a conversation with him. I don't talk to him nearly as much as I should, you know, considering he's getting up there in age and all that sort of thing, you know. And so, you know, that kind of threw off my routine, but it's fine. I'm not blaming him or anything. Anyway, as I was saying, so that kind of brought me down the road of like, okay. Aside from just making like a really tasty burger, I'm gonna make like a really good looking burger, and like how that might be hand in hand. So that's why you can see here I have these jumbo buns with the seeds on them. Now, normally you get the cheap buns. Okay, well, first off, I went to like the bakery section of the grocery store I usually go to, because they bake stuff on site. They have a whole bunch of stuff, like the bread I get for sandwiches, they bake on site there, and it's really good, and it's worth paying a little extra for like the, you know, stuff. In my opinion, anyway, it's worth paying a little extra to get the stuff that's just not going to be loaded with preservatives, so you know, it stays fresh for 2 weeks on a shelf, you know what I mean? But they didn't have any hamburger buns. I was kind of surprised by that. They had some things I could use, like ciabatta. You know, a hamburger on like a ciabatta roll would probably be just fine, but no, I wanted well, something that looked like this basically, but they didn't have that in the bakery section. So yeah, I just got these from a bag. This is the meat. I already pattied it up. I basically just got a log of 73% beef and made 4 patties out of it, and the two of them I used yesterday to make the burger I cooked for the screenshot. And then here are the remaining 2, already all pattied up. So, and I put like you know, what is this paper called? It's not parchment, is it? Anyway, I put paper between them, so hopefully I can, you know, put them on the oven without, you know, touching beef and then getting my hands all germy. For cheese, we have American pasteurized processed cheese product. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking this is garbage. This is shit. Is this even really cheese? Okay. The thing is that this melts really well. It melts a lot. This type of quote unquote cheese melts so much better than actual cheese. And so that kind of goes into the photogenic part. Like, yes, okay, maybe if we got like you know, actual cheese, it would taste better, but it wouldn't look better because it doesn't melt as easily. And so I wanted to get you know, something that would look good and taste good. You know, it tastes fine. I'm not doing jalapenos. I mentioned on an earlier stream that like jalapenos are the secret to a really tasty burger, in my opinion. Not doing that though. We're just going to do something more straightforward, more traditional, if you will. What I'm doing right now is I'm going to start toasting the bun. And so we'll have that ready when we're ready to start assembling things. I'm just going to put it right here in the toaster oven. Set it to toast. 2 slices and slightly lighter than normal. Okay. Because we don't really care if that is hot. We just want it warm. or I mean, we don't need it warm, is what I'm trying to say. We just want it like kind of crunchy, kind of toasted. Right, so I got tomato. This is the first time I've seen a tomato like this. It is intentionally large. Like, it must have been like bred to be this way. And it was called like a slicing tomato at the store. I've never heard of that before. I don't buy tomatoes all that often. But yeah, I guess it's just tomato bread to be sliced and put on burgers and sandwiches and stuff. So and it tasted fine. It tasted all right. So I think we'll slice some of that, because these pre-slices I made are a little puny and I want a nice thick slice. We have red onion. Once again, I got a really fat, you know, thick red onion. I'll just use one of these slices that I made yesterday. So you won't get any onion slicing action today. And then for pickles, I wanted to get, like, you know, chips, you know, pre-sliced, like little circles, right? Coins. But they didn't have them for a decent price, so I just got the normal jar of pickles. We'll cut them ourselves, make them look as good as possible. Right, we're gonna do fries too. So I'm gonna, I've done fries before on the stream a couple times. Kind of a recipe that I'm kind of proud of. I developed it myself, even though, you know, it might be kind of simple. I'm sure other people have developed, quote unquote, this recipe as well. But basically, we're gonna take an potato, and I already scrubbed this, already cleaned it. Where's my trash? Why is it not right next to me? I'm gonna leave the skin on. I know people are like really queasy about potato skins for some reason, but I'm fine with them. I'm just gonna kind of wedge it up. That's not a great split, but that's fine. Just get it, you know, biteable wedges. There we go. Put them in this bowl here. This is actually kind of a long potato, but I think it will still work fine. The toasted bread smells great. Put those in there. This is just a big mixing bowl. All right, and then I will put in a touch of olive oil. Might need a little bit more, we'll see. I have my steak seasoning here. Montreal steak seasoning, good old, if you've seen the stream before, you've probably seen this before. I will sprinkle some in there. And then I will add some paprika. And then my secret ingredient is some ginger powder. Gives them a little bite. I really think it completely eliminates any sort of blandness, I guess you could say, from the potatoes. So I'm just kind of mixing them up, trying to get the oils and the seasonings coated evenly all over the wedges. I smell that. I smell that that ginger. I think I'm gonna want a little more of the seasonings. I think we're good on cumin. Let's add a little more of the steak seasoning. Where did I put it? Here it is. We'll also use this for the burgers, by the way. Okay, toaster's done. Oh, I need to get the mustard and mayo from the, or not mustard and mayo. Yes, mustard and mayo. Why did I think I was wrong? But anyway, I need to get that from the fridge. We'll grab that in just a sec. First, let's get these started. We're going to be using this plate for our plating, so I will go ahead and pop these out. A little uneven on the toasting there, but that's fine, I think. Maybe I should have moved them closer to the center. Anyway, I'll put that over here. And then I will get this. Put these on here. Roughly, where's my tongs? Let me grab those one sec. All right. Put these on here as best we can, kind of skin side down. You can see they're not too thick, so they should cook up evenly. Although, even as I say that, I'm seeing some are thicker than others, so I didn't do a great job of getting them kind of an even thickness, but I think they'll still be fine. Spread them out a bit more. Oh, almost too thin. It's kind of falling over. Okay, I think that's good enough. Okay, so we'll put these in the good old air fryer. And I will just turn on the air fry setting for potatoes, which I think is supposed to be like for frozen potatoes, but it works just fine. I've done this before, obviously. And it does it for like 19 minutes. So, okay, we have 19 minutes to cook everything else and still have hot fries. I think that's going to be good enough. So, let me go put this away, and then I will get the mustard and mayo because we need that. Our fry pan here is just my cast iron fry pan. Let's get it started, get it warming up rather. So I put it on full heat. I want the heat for this particular cooking thing. Now I'll move the burner forward in a bit before I start cooking, but first let's start plating here. Where's the bottom part? This, okay, there's the heel. I'm gonna take a bit of this plain old mayo. I like getting the great value mayo because they have this squeezy thing that comes out in like a ribbon. Get on there. Okay, it's a bit uneven, but who cares? Nobody's gonna see it. And then just some yellow mustard. Of course, you can use fancier mustards if you want. Of course, with all of the toppings, really, you can just do whatever you want. The important parts are the cheese, the American cheese, in my opinion, and seasoning the beef when you cook it. And you want to season it. I really like this stuff. I've had it on stream a whole bunch for a whole bunch of different things. Works well with a lot of things. And yeah, you've already seen me use it in the potatoes. We are also going to use it on the meat, and it's going to work out really well. So let's get a nice thick hunk of onion. This is red onion, so it's not going to be quite as astringent as like a normal yellow or white onion. Ooh, it fell apart. Well, that's fine. There. Already off to a good start, I think. All right. And then I think yesterday I made the mistake of putting the tomatoes on top of the beef. Like the beef is going to be kind of wonky. It's not going to be as level as the rest of the thing. So I'm going to go ahead and put the tomatoes right on top of the onion here. And then we'll put everything else, we'll put the pickles on top of the beef. You know what? Yeah, I won't slice any new pickles, or tomatoes rather. That's good. Nice coverage there. All right. So we'll set this aside. And I'll put lettuce on here too. So, okay, the secret to nice, pretty lettuce is not to peel off like one leaf, right? I know we're really tempted to do that. Just peel off a leaf and just put that on the sandwich or the burger or whatever. No, to make it pretty, you rip off a chunk. So you get like several layers, right? Pop that on there. That gives it some depth, and it will have some more crunch than it would have if you just got like, you know, a single leaf, or, you know, even a couple leaves and stack them up, right? Just go in there, rip into it, and that will give it some more crunch and some more visual appeal. In my personal opinion, anyway. All right, so that's what we got so far. And I'm trying to hold it so you can kind of see the side, but also not have it slip off the plate. Let's go ahead and slice the onions. While we're still waiting for that pan to warm up. Let's move some things aside here. Did I grab a knife? Where did I put it? No, I was using it earlier to cut the potatoes. What did I do with it? It got kind of gross, and it will be better to use a small knife anyway. So let's just grab one of these. These are kind of floppy pickles, aren't they? So there's a nice firm one I can use. How's this one? There we go. That's a good one. That's a good one. Better anyway. Pop that floppy one back in there. Coming at me with your floppy pickles. We'll just make little coins. Not too thick. I'll just eat the rest. I love pickle. All right. Sorry, I might be talking in your mouth there, or in your ear rather. No, talking, chewing in your ear. Excuse me. Okay, it's burger time. It sure is. That's kind of a weird arcade game. Have you ever played the Burger Time arcade game? I think it had ports to like NES and stuff. It's weird. There's like these walking hot dogs that like chase after you. It's weird. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and get these burgers frying. Once again, I'm going to try to do this without touching the meat too much, so I don't have to change my. Am I live? Am I live? Okay, I think I'm back. Am I back? Okay. Okay, here's what happened. I forgot that if I try to use the toaster oven here and the burner here, I trip a breaker. They can't handle the power. There's not enough power. Okay. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. I don't know how much time was left on the fries, but I will restart the fries. We'll finish the fries. And then we'll just leave them in there. They might get cold. I guess there's nothing we can do about it. And then we'll go back to the burgers. So I'll turn the burner back on. We'll go back to the burgers. I guess I'll do like I don't know, 10 minutes on the fries. I'll keep an eye on them and see how they do. I forgot about that. I know how to avoid it. I just need to plug this into a different power outlet, like the one over on that side of the room, and then run an extension cord or something. But I forgot. Yeah. Getting ahead of myself, apparently. Okay. Yeah. So how we doing? Damn it. And you know what? When I was testing yesterday, did I have both on at the same time? I think I did yesterday. Maybe the difference is that I'm streaming and that's taking up its own power. I don't know. Damn it. Alright, so the timing's going to be a little bit off on this one. Ah, well. Scuff. I blame the Ian scuff, right? Yeah, those aren't done yet. I'm almost wondering if I should do it the other way around. Like, do the burgers first. Because the pan is going to stay hot. Okay, here's what we'll do. I'll cancel this. This was going for about 2 minutes. I'll cancel this. We'll wait for that to fully turn off, to fully cool down. You know, it's an air fryer. It's going to leave the fans going for a couple minutes. And then I'll turn this back on. We'll do the burgers first. And then once the patties are like 75% of the way done, I will turn off the heat and just let the pan finish searing them. And then we'll go back over here and turn the air fryer back on and finish off the fries. I think that's going to be a workable idea. But for next time, I got to remember to plug this burner in somewhere else. See, when I had the gas burner, I never had this problem, right? Because the gas burner doesn't use any power, but it does use gas, and this room doesn't have great ventilation. So when I realized that I might be poisoning myself every time I use the gas burner, I decided not to use it anymore. Okay, this is off. Let me just completely shut it off here. Okay, so we'll turn this back on, full heat. All right. We'll let that warm up for like another minute. The pan is still very hot. Like I said, the cast iron stuff retains heat for a long time. So we'll let that warm up for another minute, and then I'll go ahead and plop the patties down. You know, they're pretty high fat. They're the 73%, so they're 27% fat. So they're going to be splattering, and like this monitor that I have right here, so I can like watch chat and everything like that, is filthy. I really need to sit down at some point and get some lens cleaners or something, and just kind of scrub it down, because of all the splatters and stuff on it. It's not pretty. Speaking of which, I should move this forward actually, so it's further away from my phone and the monitor, and that will help a bit, I think. Oh no, I'm moving my I want to keep my phone off camera. Oh, you saw my shirt. Oh, I'm wearing just a plain white t-shirt like a greaser. Oh, geez. Okay. You guys are seeing so much of me today. All right. Go ahead and get these on here. Oh, I forgot the seasoning. I'm an idiot. Hold up. Okay. Oh, don't burn the paper. Don't burn the paper. I am so off base today. Okay. Here we go. Yes, that was successful. Okay. Next one. Hear that sizzle? I don't know if the mic is picking that up. Alright. I need to move them around a bit here. This one fully on there. There we go. Look at that. That's beautiful. Season the other side. There we go. There we go. Now things are happening. Now I like what I'm seeing. Let me start preparing the cheese here. Because I think I'm going to have a little trouble, getting the stupid film off the pasteurized process American cheese food product thing. American cheese product. Right. That'll work. Okay. This one too. Peel that off. Oh, you guys can't see it. Well, it's not all that interesting. I'm just gonna fan on it. Forgot how hot this room can get once the burners start burning. All right. Starting to smell really good. You can see I didn't quite match up the sizes very well. You know, I was just eyeballing it. I wasn't using a scale to get exactly quarter-pound patties or anything like that. But I think that'll be fine. All right. It was this one that went down first, right? Let's have a quick... I'm going to give it another minute. Look at all that oil. Look at all that grease. Yeah, I posted on Twitter. Oh, did I post it going live on Twitter? Oh, shit. I don't think I did. God damn it. I'm so bad at this. Once again, I blamed the phone call with my dad. Anyway, usually I post, something like going live now on Twitter when I'm going live. Anyway, okay. Let's go ahead and give this a flip. Alright. Not bad. I'm going for just like a medium here, by the way. I'm not one of these people that is like rare. It has to be rare. Oh my god, it's rare. No. I like my meat cooked. That includes beef. Even like you go to like some steakhouses and you ask for like a medium and it's still like too pink. For me anyway. I don't know. Gotta remember to ask for medium well, not a medium. Even though I haven't had that problem in a very long time, because how often do I go to a steakhouse, right? Like once a year? Okay. Like when I have family in town or something, or am in town with family, the other way around, right? Okay. These are coming along. I'm going to go ahead and try turning the heat off now. So the heat is now completely off, but this cast iron burner is going to, cast iron pan rather, it's going to stay hot for a long time. Then I'm going to come over here back to the air fryer and set it back to 9 minutes. We'll see how that goes. So this will just continue cooking that meat, even though the burner is completely off. And so we should get a nice melt on the cheese, as well. This is of course just a nice sear on the beef itself, just by the heat of the pan itself, hopefully. If it's still not hot enough, then I'll turn off the fries again and give them another burst of heat here. But yeah, I think it's coming. It smells delicious. You know, just the difference in smell when you add those spices. It just really makes a difference, you know. This is gonna be one good burger, I think. Where did I put my... over there. Jeez. It's fine. Should be fine. You know what? No, it's not fine. No. someday maybe I'll have a larger recording area so I can just stack everything I need, you know, just slightly off camera on a long table or something like that, long counter. But this is not that day, and even if that day does come, I'm sure I will still be forgetting something, screwing it up, you know. Where did I put the pickles I cut earlier? They over. Oh, they're over there. I see them. I see them. I see them. They're kind of behind me. Oh man, it smells so good. And yeah, it's still sizzling as if I still had the heat on. I'm gonna have to remember this trick. Don't need to leave the heat on when I'm using the cast iron. Can just turn it off and let the heat of the plate itself, the burner itself. Why do I keep calling it everything except a pan? Let the heat of the pan itself finish it off. Yeah. Let's see how we're looking here. Good. I think I'll just let it, give it a few more minutes, a couple more minutes. I don't want it cooked, like I said. You don't want no pink at all in there. As it's standing right now, I kind of had the opposite that I had yesterday, where yesterday for what I took in the picture, the fries were a little bit cold because I cooked those first, even before the toasting the bun. So yeah, they ended up a little cold when I went to actually eat them. I think we're gonna have the opposite problem here, where I'm gonna have the burger done, and the fries are still gonna be doing their thing, and yeah, we might have a slightly cold burger. But just going by the what I said before about worrying about the photogenicness of it, I think it would be just fine in that regard. Like, okay, I joked on Twitter, take a picture of this burger and post it on social media and pretend like you went to one of those overpriced burger restaurants where all the guys are wearing like handlebar mustaches, and there's like fixies on the wall, like bicycles, you know, and you know there's bottles of draft of you know IPA from the microbrewery down the road, and they charge you like freaking, you can't get out of there for less than like $25, because the burgers themselves are like $12.99 at least, right? I think that looks like, I think what we're going to end up with is going to look similar to that, but be much cheaper. Here we go. You guys can't see it, it's off the edge of the screen. Well, I'll kind of move this up a bit. There you go. You can kind of see the side view here if I go like that. Look at how tall that is. Wow. Okay. Let's get the pickles on there. Every bite has some pickle, yeah. You're a pickle fan like me. This thing is leaning over. Hold up. There we go. Can you guys see that? Ah, sleep dripping. Oh no. Okay. Alright, so the timer says 4 minutes left on these fries. Let me go ahead and grab one out of there and see how we're doing. Move some stuff out of the way so I can open the door here. Looks like it might be done. I'm gonna cool off a bit and I'll give it a bite here. That's some. Okay, I'll turn that off once again. I'll wait for the fan to... I dropped it. Damn it. These tongs. I should just put it in my hand after it cooled down. This out of the way. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell. It might be kind of hard for you to tell, but here, let me kind of like size it. It's like it's that tall. It's a tall burger. Like, okay. Slice of cheese for scale. Here, we'll do this. It is roughly the same height as a slice of cheese. No, it's taller. So it's a big burger. It is what bigger burgers look like in the pictures. You know what I mean? They look completely different when you actually get them, you know, actually order them and get them on your plate. Okay. Let's kind of center this again. I don't think that this is going to look quite as pretty as the one I did yesterday. It's still going to look pretty pretty, I think. Grab this. Clean the oils off my hand a little bit before I grab the phone. Alright, Murray, you're gonna have to go off screen for a little bit. Boom. Alright. So yeah, just in case you've never seen one of these before, coming from Armchair Stream, I'm gonna take a picture of what we made on stream, and then I'm gonna post it on Twitter. Just to prove that, like, we actually made this on stream, if that makes sense. Let me bring up the camera here. And yeah, if you're having a hard time seeing it now, you see it on Twitter. Let me see if I can kind of angle it up a little bit more. Get it more towards the edge of the plate here. There we go. Okay, let's eat. I'm hungry. There we go. Look at that puppy. Turn it this way so you can see the patties a little bit better. Look at that. That's what a burger looks like, right? Oh, stuff is falling out of it. Yeah, that's a wonderful burger. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I even impress myself. And this is one of those times. Good burger. Very good. So like I said, you know, it's not that complicated. I did put a recipe of sorts in the description. You can just kind of follow along with like the suggestions I had to make this truly delicious, right? Don't look at my phone. What are you doing? Why is that on screen? Yeah, good burger. What can I say? Premium stuff. Little meat still looks a little reddish. I'm sure it's fine, but I thought I would have cooked. I thought that would have been plenty of time to cook all the red out of it, but anyway. It tastes fine. Taste cooks. Alright, this is making a mess. This is making a mess, so I'll call it there. Thank you so much for stopping by. I am going to finish this burger and fries and have a good time. Good stuff. So, I might be doing a stream tomorrow. We'll definitely be doing a stream on Tuesday. Gaming stream of some sort. No idea what to play. I've been still like really wanting to play more FTL, so I'll probably do that. Enjoy. Yeah, thank you. I will. Good stuff. Oh man, I want another bite already. Yeah, so probably FTL on Tuesday. Maybe Monday too. Anyway, till next time you see me or I see you or we see each other. Have a good one. Muri shinai ne.
東洋水産
遥か東の彼方にジパングという名の黄金の国があるという。義経さん、天下を取る夢でも見ようではないか。天が白鶴、酒白鶴。
光、彩り、空間、人の気持ちに優しい住まい、暮らしを見つめる総合住宅産業の比叡グループです。
本気で惚れたな。目指すは三代将軍徳川家光の首一つ。長兵衛が討たれた。上様、行かせてください。それほど行きたければこの家光を乗り越えていけ。
この番組はお正月も新鮮な商品からお年賀用品まで変わらぬ便利さをお届けするセブンイレブン、日興証券、清酒白鶴、小田急不動産、北斗建設、比叡産業とご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りしました。
コダックの新しい色でお正月の赤もさらに鮮やかな赤に変わった。おめでとうの色、フィルムとプリントは
ゴルフ会員権の道一筋に20年。どうぞあなたのゴルフプランは私にお任せください。会員権は桜ゴルフへ。
今年こそ素敵な写真が撮れますように。今年こそ素敵な彼と。どうか一つ。お正月を写そう、富士からで写そう。
いつものテーブルにいつものワイン、メルシャンセレクト新発売。
ちゃんと持ってきましたね。持ってきましたね。
お食事前に飲むのが効果的です。この時期大正漢方胃腸薬。
もうすぐ暖かさ